Good morning, friends. I've just made myself a cup of soup at 9 o'clock in the morning. I was going to make pasta and then realised I had no cheese and I'm so hungry. It's going to be a cup of soup and a slice of bread. I went out with work on Saturday. Didn't drink, but I was out for a long time. Sunday, I kind of felt fine. A little bit tired, bit achy, kind of felt fine. Monday, I feel like I was hit by a bus. This feels like a fall hangover. What is that all about? And even more committed to my resolve not to drink, because I do not know how I would survive an actual hangover now. I just feel like I've outgrown that ability. I had my cup of soup. Kind of ticks a box. Needed a few cookies afterwards. I need to make sure I get cheese later. And then I heard a new Taylor Swift remix and was like, I'm going to get on the treadmill to that one. And it just completely changed my mood, how I'm feeling, my energy levels. I don't want to be this person. I don't want to be this person. I used to watch people who would get into fitness, and by no means am I getting into fitness, but they would be like, get into some kind of like program. And I would immediately, I'm not interested in this anymore. This is not my people. It's a little bit like when someone gets pregnant. I'm like, I'm out for a while. I'll see you in a couple of years when the baby phase is over. It's just not where I'm at in my life. It's not something that I resonate with, not interested. And that is absolutely how I felt about people who found fitness. I don't want to be this person. I don't want to be this person, but I have to tell you, so many of you over the years have told me, it did make me laugh the other day. I got a comment that was something like, it's funny how when I drink water, I'm like, oh, you were right. Drinking water does make me feel better. And this person seemed a little bit passive aggressive, and someone else called them out on it, which really made me laugh because that is not what they meant at all. But I am here to tell you, yes, so many of you have been telling me you need to do some exercise for various reasons. I do think I am coming down with something though. It's either that or I was shouting a lot on Saturday night. Hard to say. But I was so hot when we were out, and other people didn't seem to be as warm as I was. So it could be that I am actually getting a bit of a cold, but sweat it out, get some exercise in. I'm feeling loads better, and something really exciting is happening in about an hour. This guy has someone coming to see him. This is another one of those things that over the years, pause to drink some water. Over the years, I've had people ask lots of questions about Manny. He's not been very well for about 6 years. He injured himself, it might be more than that. He injured himself when mom and dad were still living here. He jumped down from one of their like higher chairs onto this hard floor in this room and damaged something in his back. He had like a CT scan. He has had hydrotherapy, physiotherapy, multiple medications every single day ever since. So it's not like, I mean, he goes to the vet more than any dog you've ever met in your entire life. And frequently people will be like, do you ever take him to the vet? I'm like, yes. Yes, he goes to the vet a lot. If I told you the day-to-day of Manny, you would be shocked, because it's like living with, it's like caring for an elderly human person at this point. There's a lot of things that have gone away from him, let's say, and we had to buy an industrial carpet cleaner situation because it's literally a daily occurrence that it is what it is, things you have to deal with. But steadily, his nerves, I'm guessing, in the bottom of his back he hasn't got control anymore, and his legs are getting worse and worse. He wears boots. He's worn little shoes for walks for years because he would drag his feet and he would bleed. So this is all, ongoing. For a while, I've been saying to Lee, let's just see about getting him some wheels, because I think it's going to be the making of him. I think it's going to be a whole new lease on life. And the day has come. We were looking at buying him some, which we were happy to do. He is a third child. And then I don't know if someone told him about it or someone contacted him, I can't remember. But this charity contacted him. I'll leave their details below. And they said that they can come around and fit him for a wheelchair. A wheelchair fitter is coming to our house in about an hour to fit him with wheels. I don't even know what this is going to entail. I honestly, I didn't even know if they were going to come. It was very like, are you around Monday or Wednesday? I said, yes, didn't hear back. And I've just got a message saying I'll be there in about an hour. So Manny's getting wheels.
Come on then.
Come on. Show me. Get this. Come on.
He's got his boots.
Oh. Let's go see Milo. Oh, that worked. A biscuit's enough of the time, isn't it? Yeah. He's got his wheels. He's got his wheels. The guy that came to fit the wheel, I mean, everything was so spooky. Like, we used to live 2 doors down from each other. You know how everything, I'm going to tell Karen and she's going to be like, not a surprise, because we're witches. It's very, very spooky how many coincidences happen in our lives. And I've never met someone quite so intertwined with things like that as me and Karen. We're very, I don't know, it's spooky. Especially because he doesn't live in this town anymore. Anyway, he was telling me how now Manny will get even more attention. He gets loads of attention for wearing boots anyway. People stop like, what's wrong with his legs? Now, obviously, he's got wheels. And while we were outside and we were just kind of like taking him up and down and seeing how he liked it and he was adjusting the wheels for us, a guy stopped with his dogs and was like, oh, look how snazzy he is. I'm like, little Manny on his wheels. I can't wait to see how he is on a proper walk. We just kind of took him up and down to see how he liked it. And I think he's going to be absolutely fine. He didn't seem to be fighting them at all. We're having pancakes for dinner. Not just pancakes, thick pancakes with ice cream and syrup pancakes. My favourite, my very favourite. And I have a recipe. I will link it for you below. Stack of pancakes. Ready to go. I've pre-cooked them so that I can reheat them when we want them in a little bit. We're going to take Manny for a walk now. He's off-roading now. He's off-roading. Also, we've been looking at the Halloween decorations as we go through and thinking we need to pimp up his little buggy for our Halloween walk. Oh, he's stuck! I'm reheating the pancakes. It's gonna be delicious. Pancakes, ice cream, syrup. Milo doesn't like things to touch. A little bit of sprinkling of icing sugar on the top and a bowl of ice cream separately. I respect it. Beautiful. Beautiful. And then a little bit of a spare stack for whoever feels that this is not enough. I've woken up today feeling exactly the same as yesterday, but today I had cheese. I'm so tired. I slept in yesterday, but on purpose. And then today I accidentally set my alarm for an hour later than I needed to. So it was still fine. I still got my own school, but I like to be up an hour earlier and make coffee. 2 days in a row I've slept in, which is unusual from Monday, Tuesday. I just feel so like, I have so many things to do. And it's already 9 o'clock on Tuesday. And all I'm thinking is, I'm working tomorrow. Like, I have things to do today. Get them done. And I don't want to. Honestly, I have not had a fantastic day. Mood-wise, we're still flying pretty high, honestly. Gotta say. No one's as shocked as I am. But we're still doing well on that front. But yeah, on the productivity front. I mean, I edited 2 videos, filmed 1. It's not bad. I got some washing done and now I'm changing the bed. But specifically, I had to mention because my neck has been so bad. I mean, I've been driven to actually doing my weights at home. While we were watching Slow Horses last night, I'm literally like, while we're watching TV, I'm like this, like doing my random, what I'm considering to be physio. This is how I'm watching Slow Horses, doing like my random things, like, yes, getting all of the back muscle situation. And then I'll like lean my head off the sofa and I'm gonna do this. And you've no idea how difficult this is, like no idea how difficult. I think I pulled something doing that then. It's so hard to move your head, you know, if you've got technique like me, to move your head forwards, just to strengthen the neck. Anyway, all that is to say, it's been extra terrible recently, and I am more convinced than ever that this pillow is magic. I am horrible at remembering to put things back on. Like, this is the reason that the Apple Watch never worked for me. It's the reason that the the smart ring works so well because I can just put it on charge for like 20 minutes a night. It's fine. Whereas a smartwatch, having to put it on charge overnight, I'm never going to remember to put it back on again. It's the reason that I'll wear jewellery for like months at a time and then not at all. So I took my pillowcase off this fancy pillow, and it's an expensive pillow, don't get me wrong, but I took my pillowcase off this fancy pillow to wash it, and I've been without it now for like 2 weeks, and my neck is getting worse and worse and worse. The thing about this pillow, it's not an intentional ad, but I probably should put this down as an ad. The thing about this pillow is you put your head there, and then it has like a little ridge, which perfectly supports my head. But also when I do this, it's like a bumper. So I'm not going onto my side. I'm like, does everyone do this? Is this a normal? When I tell people I make videos on the internet, I don't think this is what they imagine. But the support of the neck situation and it cradling my head, honestly, I was like, yeah, this is working. It's great. I love it. But now I've been without it, I'm even more convinced. All that is to say, I'm making the bed. Have you ever had this happen? Thankfully, it's almost the same colour as my top. I was just, oh, it's on my trousers as well. I was just splitting a little bit of tomato paste, tomato puree, and it exploded. I've slept in unintentionally 2 days on the bounce. So I'm setting off the coffee maker in the hope that that makes it so that I don't sleep in. I don't know, but in order to drink my coffee before I go to work, now I'm going to the gym before I go to work, I have to get up early. I swear to God, 2 enormous spiders are living on my kitchen floor, and they just like tag teamed me. I'm not, like, they're down there right now. It's not bothering me, but it's the, it's the jump scare that gets me. I very almost just dropped an entire canister of coffee. I'm just putting on my mascara, but I specifically want to show you these trousers. So I found these trousers in the wardrobe when I was looking for like, what am I going to wear to work today? I was like, oh my God, I completely forgot that I even had these trousers. They're so comfortable. They're really nice. They're from Hollister. They've got like a stretchy back. They look fitted in the front. Stretchy in the back, so nice. So, and like not long, so I can wear them with flats. I wore them a lot when I first got them, and I'm like, why are they not in my normal rotation? No amount of lint rolling. I don't know if it's going to show up on camera, but no amount of lint rolling can get rid of all of the dog hair. Manny's hairs get into everything. I swear, I have opened bags of things, like brand new things, and there's already been Manny hair inside it. I don't know how he does it. So these are going to go back into the we're not wearing them pile of clothes, which is a shame because they are so comfortable. It's just the material, it's just that fabric that like picks up every tiny bit of lint and hair. Right, to work now. It is Wednesday. It happened again. Lee thought I was working late today, so he just left me to sleep. I'm not working late. It's 9 o'clock and I just woke up. To celebrate, to reward myself with constantly waking up late, for lunch, I am making what I don't think enough people know you can do as an instant dessert. Melted chocolate and cornflakes. Don't be like mixing it up and cooling it in little bun cases. Just eat it like this. Imagine the melted chocolate replaces the milk. It's a delightful, warm, chocolatey snack. Seasonally appropriate. It's not covered in chocolate. Every flake is just kissed with melted chocolate. 10 out of 10. The rest of my day did go off without a hitch, in spite of my constantly getting up late. And now I'm treating myself to some microwave popcorn. There's very few things in the world as good as microwave popcorn. We've had a lot of good microwave treats today, but microwave popcorn is really up there. While we watch Traitors, I am obsessed with Celebrity Traitors this year. I've been back and forth in the past, but this is a really good season. This is super random, but I have here a scrap. I was thinking about this yesterday, weirdly enough. I feel like people who blogged in the olden days, in the 2010s, in the early 2000s, in the 2000s, in the early days of blogging, I was thinking, I wonder how many of us did the same things. Like I, once upon a time, had this is coming full circle now, a MySpace blog. It was called The Fair Weather Blogger. I wonder how many of us did other things like this. How many of us would like tick the same boxes? One of mine was, I loved to scrapbook. I still keep things occasionally, thinking I'm gonna keep up all the scrapbooks that I started and never finished once I did become a blogger. But the reason I'm talking to you about today, this is actually a scrapbook from when I was with Ella's dad. Is it weird that I've kept it? I don't think so, because of Ella. If I didn't have Ella, like I got rid of the scrapbooks that I had for previous boyfriends, but I feel like one day, when I'm dead, hopefully, because there's little notes and things in here that I don't even want to read back on. You don't want to read stuff that you wrote when you're 18. You just don't. It's so cringe. But I do want her to have this, cringe as it is, to read when I'm dead. Anyway, I believe in this scrapbook, I have got some stuff of when I went to see Lily Allen. Lily Allen has a new album coming out today. And yesterday, because Ella's a fan as well, she said, if Lily Allen goes on tour, do you want to go together? And I was like, yes, I do, I really do. And yesterday she came around at lunchtime and said, how weird would it be, because it's 20 years since her first album, that you went to her first, it wasn't a concert, she did like a tour of different colleges or universities. How weird that I will have gone to that, and then 20 years later I'll go with Ella. It's so weird, because Ella was just a baby then. So I'm thinking, look, I've got like all my pregnancy stuff, I did a thing of like, who do I look like for her? Wow, this is serious memory lane. Here we go. I knew I had something in here. So this is how much I paid. What was that? Like £12.50 each or something, because there were 3 of us. I can't do that maths. Is it £15? Really gone down £17? Something like that. Lily Allen, Leeds University do we have a date on there? I've got my address, but I don't think that there is a date, but I do believe this was 2006, because this is what Ella looked like at that time. I'm fully cosplaying today as Billy Crystal in when Harry, sorry for my hand, met Sally. That is my outfit vibe. I even put on my Levi's instead of my big wide H&M jeans, because I felt like it needed a 501. And I'll be honest, the only socks I could find that were long enough, because it is freezing. Part of this is I've got 3 layers on to go into the office. It's so cold at work. But because I usually wear wide trousers, wide jeans, I don't have to worry about my socks. Today I had to worry about my socks. I put on my little socks. No. My ankles were going to get cold. The only tall socks, the long socks that I could find, didn't quite match. They were from the same set, but they were slightly different colours, so it looks like one of them is a little bit dirty. And I don't care, because I need to be warm. I listened to the first song on the way to work. It's a very short drive to work, just the one song got me here. Shots fired. I literally, to myself out loud in the car, was like, oh, wow. This feels like what people do when they react to Taylor Swift videos. But she was not holding back with that first song. Do you want to go for a walk? Should we go? Should we go to Starbucks?
Oh, hell yeah.
We'll talk about Lily Allen's album later. It was phenomenal. Right now, it's Saturday morning. We're taking Manny out on his wheels. A pilgrimage to Starbucks at the end of the road. We have never really, I think once or twice we've taken Manny, but he's never really, it's not that far. It's really not that far. We've never really been able to do this walk with him because he's not got it in him. One time, I think last summer we did it, and Lee ended up having to carry him most of the way home. So we've decided that once a week we need to do this as like an exercise for him to get used to the wheels on a longer walk, but also keep him, the whole thing of having the wheels is to keep his front end as strong and mobile as possible. So, pup cup hopefully for Manny when we get there.
There we go. She's so weird. Oh, he's not like a regular dog.
So I've been on a mega memory lane trip this week because I have been just getting really overwhelmed with the amount of photos and videos I've got on my phone. Like, there's 10 years worth of stuff that I need to go through. I delete things occasionally because I run out of space, because obviously I'm filming this on my phone. But it's like overfacing. I don't want to have to go through there's just tens of thousands of videos and pictures. And I Googled, like, can I do this from my computer? Because I thought it would be more comfortable. Get like a better visibility. This whole time, I have been avoiding using the Photos app on my computer because I don't want to take up space on my computer memory and on my phone memory. I know it's all in the cloud, but it still does take up space. Anyway, I downloaded it in the week, or like I put it onto my computer and like synced everything up. It is amazing. So if you have this is just even more reaffirmed my having to only have Apple products because everything talks to each other. But if you have MacBook, iMac, whatever, even, I don't know, maybe it'd be easier on the iPad, and your phone. Maybe it's just me that didn't know this, but you can make folders and albums on your computer and it syncs with your phone. So from my perspective, there's loads of clips that I want to keep that are, like, I can, if it's just random to keep, then I can just put that on a hard drive or in the cloud or whatever. But things that I want to keep to use, to either like reuse that footage for a reel or whatever. And I can now put all of those things into folders. It's life-changing. Anyway, in the midst of doing that and like deleting hundreds of just so many pictures, and trying to organize them all into folders, I've seen so many videos and pictures of the kids and of Manny and trips that we've taken. It's been a real whirlwind of emotion this week. But yeah, anyway, Lily Allen's album, if you haven't listened to it, you should. I was talking to Emma this morning and she said it feels like it could be a musical. I know she's written music for musicals in the past. So I totally agree. It totally has that vibe. It's like a story. Apparently she wrote it in 16 days. It's a short album, but it feels like, to me, it feels like I'm setting the record straight. This is going to be like a draw a line in the sand so that she can move on. Because there were so many terrible headlines about her that made it seem like, oh, you know, she relapsed, she did this, she did that, this is the reason. And there is nothing held back at all. Emma and I also discussed whether or not it was libelous or slander. But she did say in an interview that it was like part reality, part fiction. So I think she kind of covers herself, but absolutely incredible. I woke up with it in my head. I got Milo to listen to it. I got Lee to listen to it. After the fact, I thought Milo knew who Lily Allen was married to. And he was like, yeah, you know, he sounds like a right dick. And I said, now he's got to do the Stranger Things press with this hanging over him. Like, everyone's heard these songs. And he was like, wait, who is David Harbour? And I showed him a picture. He was like, no, not Hopper. But yeah, Hopper. Bad times. Good times for Manny and his wheels. Bad times for Lily Allen's ex-husband. And that is where I'm going to wrap it up. Lee's gone to get us some lunch and to play football with Milo. I'm finishing up some editing. I'm going out this afternoon, evening, which is why. And yeah, that's it from me. I'll see you in the next one.